Hello, everyone. Hello, YouTube, and welcome to The Lost Mines of Phandelver, Episode 3, with Professor Claire, ToonWolf, Mangotron, Interruptus, and WombatPhoenix, better known as Korvath the Unshaken, Savannah Silverstring, Leon Bellows, and Norman Gadget, our illustrious heroes who are on their way to the mining town of Phandelver. As a recap of our last session, our heroes made it to a mysterious cave in search of their employer, Gundren Rockseeker, who went missing. And after dealing with some goblins who were outside of the cave, they found a wolf, a sad little wolf who was chained up just on the inside of that cave. They rescued him, and upon rescuing him, he showed a lot of gratitude. He was like, thank you, my friends. You're my best friend. And then kind of just ran off and did his own thing. The party did some sneaking around, heard some gobbies talking about their captive, and decided to be a little sneaky. Norman and Savannah did a combined illusion, which was actually amazing, even all the planning that went into it. Norman made a sack of coins fall off of one of the three goblins as an illusion, and Savannah made the sound of that happening. That was actually like legit. It took us some time. Really it took us some time, like to figure out the mechanics of how that was gonna work. The goblin boss had the other two goblins beat them up because of said illusion. But then after that, Korvath decided Titan Smash and went in and started hitting things, which is what he does best. Savannah did Tasha's hideous laughter on the goblin boss, which was fantastic, by the way, that worked. And it prevented the goblin boss from being able, his name was Yemek, from being able to engage in combat with our party while we dispatched the rest of the gobbies. Leon did a sick roar move that scared the other two goblins. And then one of those goblins got who was fleeing.
Sick roar, bro.
One of those goblins got opportunity attacked to death by Norman's familiar mini kangaroo cat, which we still have not established what that's supposed to be.
I have concluded, by the way, that is always going to be it's stats of a cat, but like flavor animal is never going to be a cat. But he's going to call it his cat.
Got it. Noted. That makes it so much better.
It takes the form of whatever animal it wants.
That just makes it so much better. And then Korvath from there knocked out Yemek, knocked him out and threw him in the cage along with the other surviving goblin. The group did some looting in this area and found a letter in the chest from an SV, who Leon, our barbarian, revealed that he is familiar with, named Silas Vane. Leon told us all about his captive wife and his giant debt to Vane. They then talked to Brunhilda, who was the one imprisoned and rescued, and she reassured Leon that Gundren, once rescued, would be able to help Leon with his debt, with the job that he would be able to have. Why? Because Gundren and his brothers believe that they have found Wave Echo Cave and the famed Phandelver mine, which is a large magical mine that historically was run by dwarves and wizards, and created a lot of magical goods. So discovering that mine and getting it back up and running, anybody who is in that process would undoubtedly be very, very wealthy. So Leon is very much more inclined now to find Gundren so that they can find this mine. After all this, the party interrogated the captive goblin, Gob Boss, who said that the bugbear in the cave, whose name is Klarg, knows how to find the lair where Gundren was taken. And after that, they literally cooked him and the other goblin to death. I believe, was it Norman who cooked them to death? It was Norman who cooked them to death. from
I
there,
don't remember doing this, which I guess is a form of trauma itself. So
yeah,
it's okay.
yeah. Norman's clearly got some shit that he needs to work out.
It was a little shocking.
The party was a little bit worse for wear, as was Brunhilda. So they agreed that a long rest was necessary before they proceeded deeper into the cave to confront Klarg. And during that long rest, our characters had some very interesting dreams. And we now find ourselves back with our party. They have arisen, they are awake, they are ready to rock and move forward into the cave now that they have the information. And Ymik, before he was cooked, directed them where they needed to go. So, any questions from our party before we proceed? All right.
Not for me.
Nope.
Well, then, in that case, you all rise. It is early. Brunhilda is the one that is the first to wake, which is surprising, considering you are so deep in the cave, there is no sunlight that peers through. But Brunhilda is clearly a woman that is skilled in the ways of survival. She knows what she's doing. She's the first to rise. And when she's certain that you all are still sleeping, she scratches her ass, scratches under her boob, yawns, and gets to her feet and begins to kick each of you awake. Going first to Korvath, and a little kick. Cowman, it is time to wake! And she gives him a nudge. And then over to Savannah, and a little bit of a gentler kick, since Savannah is a fraction of the size of Korvath. Leon, Lion Man kick. And then Norman, realizing he is old and doesn't want to harm him, instead gets down, it squats down right in front of his ears and goes, "Hello, old man, it is time to rise."
I was really hoping you'd try and take Norman, because I was going to say that Norman, who is already awake but is pretending to still be asleep because he doesn't want to get up yet, was just going to roll dexterity to dodge the foot, but still pretend to be asleep.
I'm sorry I ruined that for you. That would have been amazing.
That's okay. Norman just kind of wakes up. Norman is groggy.
You can roll the deception check if you want to pretend that you're still asleep.
No, it's fine. It's too late now.
All right. The moment has passed. I apologize. The sun has risen. We must proceed down the cave. Unfortunately, by now I assume that Klarg probably knows that we are here, since the other goblins will not have reported to him by now. We must proceed. Come. And she gets her feet, grabs her stuff, and not that she has much, she just grabs the sword that Leon very generously lended her from his stash, and proceeds. What do you all do?
All in line.
What are we doing? Following the line?
Does anybody have any coffee, maybe, or any kind of caffeine? It was a rough night last night, and I'm having trouble getting up, especially with a kick like that. That was unnecessary.
I am going to take a second and check if I have a cantrip. Oh my god, cantrip! Firebolt! Yeah, I am doing the thing that they do in Avatar, where... spoilers for Avatar Season 2, where Iroh just has a little mug of tea, and he's just eating it up with a little fire, and he's just hands it over to Savannah, and he's like, "Yep, that's me."
Thank you kindly, please.
Brunhilda
I'll
looks
follow the
back.
line when I'm sipping.
Brunhilda looks back. Coffee is for weak men. Brunhilda don't need coffee. Brunhilda need only the blood of her enemies. Great energy from that. And she beats her chest and continues to march onward.
Well, lucky for me, I'm not a great man.
And I am definitely a weak man. I say, sipping my coffee.
Are we letting Brunhilda go first, or?
Anybody can go first. She's just kind of like marched ahead, but if anyone wants to take the lead from her, like feel free. This isn't like a requirement.
Does she look tougher than me and Leah?
I mean, she looks very tough, but you both tower over her. So, you know. Could you all stop jiggling behind Brunhilda? It's weird.
We're walking.
We're doing our morning dance. How dare you feel joy?
You want to go first, Leon, or should I? I got my shield out right now.
You notice now, as you actually get to the water, that the water is actually rushing faster than it was before, and looks a little bit higher than it was before. Still not like, you know, you wouldn't need to swim through it, but now what was, you know, something that, like, you know, went to your mid thighs is now probably going to your waist. So for Savannah,
it's like the top of my head.
Yeah, Savannah, unfortunately, it's a little higher. So you will need to, if you are planning to cross it, you will need to make some dexterity saves. And also, Savannah.
Can Savannah sit on my shoulder?
That I was about to ask.
I will. I will ask you to role play it first. Tell me what you're thinking.
Okay. Hey, big boys.
Big boys.
Big boys. The water seems pretty deep from the last time we actually crossed this. I am not the best swimmer. Could I bother either one of you to sit on your shoulders, maybe, or be carried across? I'm real tiny, so I shouldn't weigh that much more, considering you guys are real big, healthy boys.
Sure, hop on.
Perfect. Do I have to make a?
Just I would say not right now. So you hop onto Korvath's shoulders. Is this like a piggyback? Like, you know, you're at a I don't know, at a concert situation, and like,
I can't see.
Yeah. Is that what we're looking like now?
I'm picturing this more as like a game of pool chicken, where like you're sitting on someone's shoulders and you're like sword fighting the other person on someone else's shoulders, like that kind of pose.
Well,
yeah, that
I
kind
could probably fit Savannah on each shoulder. I think I'm 6'8".
Yeah, you're massive, and your neck is so broad that, like, she is like basically has to like hold on to. She can't hold on to your neck. She has to like hold your horns to like stay stable.
Wait, if you're that tall, and I'm like 3.5 feet, I think. You would have to get down pretty low for me to like
get low.
Right?
I can do that.
Okay.
So Korvath gets down. Savannah hops on. Savannah, what is it like when you hop onto the shoulders of this mammoth armored Minotaur?
So this is what it looks like from way up here. You can see so much more. Like, look, I bet you have no trouble reaching the top shelf of anything.
Have a much harder time reaching the bottom shelf.
Well, that's where I come in handy.
It's a match made in heaven. So
I have a question.
Yeah.
Do we have a long rest?
You had a long rest, yes. So if you
I completely forgot about that.
Yeah, so sorry, I should have mentioned, if you haven't, you can go to your character sheet and hit that we had a long rest. It should refresh all your spell slots and all that good stuff.
Oh, I literally did this. Sorry, continue.
No worries. So I would say then there's going to be 2 checks that Korvath will need to make. Korvath, you need to make a dexterity saving throw and a strength saving throw. Strength saving throw to like hold on to keep Savannah on board, and then of course a dex saving throw just to continue to move through it, because you could move through it, but she may still fall off. So And then whatever the strength saving throw is, will determine how high of a dex saving throw Savannah will need to make to stay on.
Okay.
Okay.
Strength. I got a 7.
7.
7. All right, go ahead and make your
7.
dexterity saving throw as well.
Wow, you're a lot heavier than you look.
Brunhilda turns around. You cannot just say that to a woman.
7 for dex too.
Oh, Jesus.
Brunhilda, who is just a pile of muscle.
Yeah. So, Savannah, make a dexterity saving throw.
Not 1.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
So there is a rock or some. As soon as Korvath gets in and he, is moving forward in the water, he steps on a rock or something, or there's just like a loose pebble or something that causes his hoof to like lose balance, and he just completely tumbles and falls. You, Savannah, are so surprised by this, you just completely lose your grip. And hasn't this happened to you before?
Yep. This happened the first time we crossed the river. You would think that I would learn.
Technically, this is the first time you've crossed the river.
Oh, no. Then what was it?
No.
What was-
I'm just saying canonically, like historically, like that time came because this is in the past for Savannah. Like, and our.
Oh,
so,
you're right.
So this is actually
Yes.
the first time that's ever
I'm
happened.
falling.
So it
like,
makes it
"Oh,
even
not
sillier.
again!"
Yeah, yeah. You can't even say no, not again.
You are the second party member I fumbled.
Yeah, womp womp. So you fall into the water. Korvath, you are large, so the water doesn't really do anything to you. But Savannah, you are starting to be.
But I'm
You're still
drowning.
medium?
What?
You're medium, yeah, but again, like
But
it's
I'm
not
7
enough.
foot 2.
Yeah, you lost your footing, but you didn't go prone.
Okay.
So like you fell, but you're able to like get yourself back up. With that nat 1, Savannah like completely fell off and went prone, and so she is actually going to start like being carried along the river here.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
Oh no!
So-
Just around the riverbed.
I know we just addressed this, but how much does Savannah weigh?
She is considered
No.
small, I think.
Yeah, I think that's the D&D phrasing.
So like any one of you could grab her, I would say. Like it's Norman, you're old, so it may be you might have to do it at disadvantage, but she's passing by it looks like Brunhilda and Leon. So
the reason I asked this is because I also have Mage Hand.
you also have Mage Hand. Okay.
Mage Hand is literally my favorite thing in D&D. I will try and use this at every opportunity. I'm going to try and tone it down, but this actually feels like a useful use of Mage Hand.
It does.
But I don't know if I can like pick her up.
So I will
to
let
do.
you cast it, but then Mage Hand is going to have to make a God, what would be the right check for this? A strength saving throw? Or not a strength saving throw, maybe a strength check? We'll go with a strength check. So you cast Mage Hand. I don't know what the strength of a Mage Hand is.
I'm also confused about that. I'm gonna Google some things.
A Mage Hand
I
can't
realized-
carry more than 10 pounds. A Mage
thought
Hand
it
is
was
tiny,
10
but not a creature technically. So, it probably wouldn't work because it can't carry more than 10 pounds. She's more than 10 pounds. So we won't be able
But
to do
can
Mage-
it stop me from running down the river?
It's
Like,
considered
can it do that?
it is considered tiny. So it's like the size of a normal hand. So I don't think so.
But could she drag it down the river?
she could absolutely drag it down the river. So if we want to say that Norman tries it,
my hand.
Yeah.
And you grab the hand, and it just comes with you.
Yeah. So you you cast the mage hand grabs Savannah, and then the mage hand is now coursing down the river with her. You manage to act very quickly, Norman, so this is all happening in a heartbeat. Brunhilda is not able to act fast enough, but Leon is. So Leon, are you doing anything to try to prevent Savannah from flying down the river?
As soon as she fell in, I said I jumped in to save her, but I just realized I was muted. So yes,
okay.
I jumped in.
Okay. So go ahead and make well, actually I should ask her, what are you doing? You jumped in, so are you just trying to grab her? Are you trying
to grab her?
Trying to grab her? Okay, so go ahead and make a strength check for me.
Final boss of this campaign is going to be like a very large body of water.
TPK by water.
This is a check. 17.
That is enough. So what does it look like as you grab Savannah?
Just a big splash. I'm just jumping in, grabbing at whatever I can get a hold of.
All right, so you managed to grab her by by the arm. You grab her arm, and you also see the mage hand. Yeah, and the mage hand is also attached to it.
Excellent. I will save them both.
Thank you so much. I would have drowned. I'm not the best swimmer.
So you pull her up on the, I'm guessing you're going to pull her up there on the,
Yep.
Okay. So yeah, you managed to cross over. There is like a narrow stretch of, land right here, that you're able to cross over into. I'm going to have Brunhilda make her dex save. Just around the river bend.
That's been stuck in your head too, huh?
Yeah. All right, so Brunhilda doesn't even, like, as all of this is happening, she doesn't even look at any of you. Like, she hears Savannah screaming, and she is just charging across the water, and she comes across on the other side.
She hears all the splashing, and it's just like,
she gives no fucks. She just keeps going. She not because she doesn't care, but like when she gets like her mind set on something, that is the only thing. So as she gets across and like dries off, and like, you know, she's only like wet from like the waist down, but like she turns over and looks at Leo and sees Leo and Savannah sopping wet, and like just stares at you.
It's fine. We're fine.
You look like a wet cat in a tree.
I look like somebody that was riding somebody else and fell in the water. That's what I look like. I look like someone that almost drowned. But Leon, heroic as he is, decided to help save me. And Teach, that was a real good attempt. I'm yelling across the river now. That was a really good attempt at that mage hand, but man, it did absolutely nothing except hold my hand while I rode down that river.
The hand is gently caressing your hand still. It has not stopped holding your hand.
You're not alone.
Yeah, it has not stopped holding your hand, Savannah. It is still there. Like the thumb gently caressing against your palm.
That is very intimate. Not necessarily wrong.
Brunhilda looks over at you, Savannah, and she says, "In my country, when riding a man, it is very important to make sure that the hips are properly postured. It seems that you do not ride many men."
Not of that size, Brunhilda, not of that size.
"When we get to town, we find you one." And then she like pats your shoulder and like, you know, proceeds forward.
And I like stumble forward because she's patting too strong.
Norman, you are still on the other side with Trinket. What are you doing?
I am watching all this happen, and I'm just like, oh yeah, I am also a person who needs to cross the river. And I think I just try and wade across the river. I don't think I have anything fancy that can make this easier for me.
Okay.
But I
just
think
make
I am tall enough to make that okay.
Yeah, just make a dex saving throw.
Mm-hmm. That should be interesting. That is a 3 plus 2. That is a 5.
So you fall in, and you are carried away a little bit, but since you are taller, you manage to scramble and regain yourself, but you end up basically at the entrance to the wolf's cave. And we'll need to
I just keep picturing.
walk back.
So I will just say I keep picturing Norm as just like Gandalf, but like bad at his job. So this is just like if Gandalf like walks up and he's like, just goes horizontal. You don't change the expression. Completely serene.
He like
He's just,
walked
like, in
in
the
and
back.
just like went down, and Brunhilda watches this. I'm sure the rest of you do. I kind of envision it like he gets in the water and just falls, and everybody just stares and watches as he like is washed away about 20 feet down the road. And Brunhilda looks back over at Savannah. Is old man normally like this?
Yes.
Again,
Yes, ma'am, he is.
I tried over and I'm just like humid today.
And what about Trinket? What's Trinket doing?
Trinket is a Joey. I think Trinket tries to just jump across.
All right, then let's do an athletics check for Trinket.
Can Mage Hand pick Trinket up?
Mage Hand could pick Trinket up. Mage Hand could pick
Oh my
Trinket
god,
up.
Mage Hand absolutely picks straight up.
All right. Since Trinket is under 10 pounds, I won't do a strength check or anything like that. Like,
Okay.
Mage Hand is just able to get Trinket across.
I moved myself
Am I able
across
to make
before
the
the
rest of the way
wolves
across?
started.
Sorry, interrupt you first, and then Wombat, I'll continue.
Yeah, I moved before the roll started, so I should probably do that. That's a check, right?
Yes, it was check.
And dexterity, okay.
Yes.
Whoops, I keep clicking the wrong thing.
I totally forgot about that too. Oh
Okay,
yeah, you're fine.
16.
Yeah, you crossed it fine. Made even better by your daring rescue. And Korvath, you
Crossed
also
it
managed to make it
gracefully.
across after your fall. It wasn't a nat 1, so you're not going to take any damage or anything like that. You just unfortunately
Oops.
got sopping wet, and so pretty much everyone is now, except Brunhilda, is now soaked. Brunhilda and Trinket.
I start using
Brunhilda
Trinket to
is
dry off my
amazing.
face.
Sorry, Wombat?
I start using Brunhilda Trinket to dry off my face.
And that is Brunhilda.
Using
I start using
Brunhilda to dry
Brunhilda
off
to dry
her
off my
face.
face. No, this is canon. This is canon. I start
It's
using
not
Trinket on one side of my face, and then Trinket is damp, and so I just pick up Brunhilda's little cloth in front of me.
That's fucking ridiculous.
If Brunhilda would hit me as a result of this action, I'd like to think that I wouldn't do this. I don't know. I don't have a read on her. I don't think Norm
It's
is
a little too early for those kinds of reads, I think, you know? All right. So you all make it across. Congrats. Korvath and Leon, are you guys taking the lead again?
Yeah, I think so. Sure.
Lead the way. You have there are two paths. One that's kind of up, further north, and then one that leads more west. But I think you know which way to go based on the red line.
We followed
we,
one with the red line on the floor.
Yeah, I think we're kind of making a beeline.
You
aren't
could,
we?
yeah,
Are
make
we-
consider it like Yimik's blood trail. So let me. One thing about having like two screens going is making sure that I like move everything all at once. Oh my gosh, Brunhilda, come on. Brunhilda is lagging behind. Oh, thank you. That's very helpful. Thank you. If someone else could like, if someone else wouldn't mind being a volunteer to like move Brunhilda, that would actually be super helpful to me.
He charges into battle.
She charges into that.
Ran into the darkness.
As you approach, you are hearing loud grumbles and guffaws, and as you enter this like section of the cavern, you see tons and tons of sacks of crates of middle of the cavern, the coals of a large fire smolder. You see before you a bugbear crouched at the fire, and just behind him, nestled in a bed of hay, a large but mangy-looking wolf is gnawing on a bone. You also see 2 goblins on 2 other beds, but all of them look very alert. They have expected that something was amiss. They've expected that when Ymik and the scouts on the east side of the cave didn't report, that something was up. So there is no element of surprise here. And yet, regardless of this, even though these goblins are alert, they are very tense, and their eyes keep darting back to Klarg. Otherwise, nothing else in this cave, other than some meat cooking on this open fire, and Klarg continuing to talk to himself. Steal the stuff, find the dwarf, collect the debts, blah, blah, blah. Klarg should be king, not stupid Grohl. What do you all choose to do?
You said it's not a surprise.
There's no element of surprise. So, as Klarg finishes saying this, he looks up and he sees this group of people at the foot of the cave, and he gets his feet. So, you're the reason that the other scouts haven't showed up, huh? Klarg has been waiting for you.
Good morning, Klarg.
Hi, Clark.
Klarg looks over at the other goblins, and then he looks over at Ripper. Don't just stand there! Get him! And we're gonna need everyone to roll initiative.
I was hoping we could have a fun conversation.
You want to have a
Our
conversation first?
No, I had no idea what it was going to be. There's nothing to talk about.
It was good.
Wait,
It looks like to be like a really healthy relationship. And game defended for that. Like it's something to be good care of, like a plan.
Sag. All right, Savannah, you are first. What would you like to do?
kind of first.
You first.
How much is each square again?
5 feet. And your movement. Let me double check.
Does it say on my?
It should say on your feet. It's at the very top. You know, it says strength, dexterity, and constitution.
25.
Yeah, 25 feet. Too. Yeah, 25 feet. You can do 5
So
steps.
if I can get.
Is that the right turn order with Norman and Trinket in front of
Say again?
Leon? Is that the right turn order with Norman and Trinket in front of me and Leon?
Savannah got highest initiative, right?
Yeah, Savannah got the highest
Yeah.
initiative. Norman got 12.
Probably really
Says you
bad,
got
but-
11. Leon got 11. And Brunhilda got 10.
Oh,
Norman
At
got 3, by
12,
the way.
12 with my +1.
Oh, 12?
yeah, I got 16. Is that from our deck saves?
Do you add your dex to your
These were
initiative rolls?
initiatives.
Yeah, initiative rolls.
Oh yeah, did the bugbear? So are we asking because the bugbear and the goblins go before you guys?
No, I was just asking because
Or-
I saw an initiative 3 for Norman and he's in front of me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's fair.
So I definitely should not.
Is there a way to edit this combat order? 'Cause I don't want to start it over and
No, that's. I mean,
because
could just
we know that
let Norman go first anyway.
combat.
Well, now we got Hades music.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Also, I'm really gonna roll d20 plus 2, and that is gonna be Trinket. And that is 17. So Trinket is initiative 19.
Remember.
I'm wondering if there's a way to change it in combat, because you can normally defer your turn until after someone if you want.
I'm rolling auto initiative. I rolled auto initiative for the bugbear, the goblin, and the wolf. If y'all want to try rolling initiative again.
Okay.
Sure.
Sorry about that. I don't know why that happened.
Better.
I got a nat 1.
Oh my
No!
god! It's
Oh no.
My word.
of course that screwed Savannah. Oh wait. Oh, I can edit your number. I can
So I
edit
can
your
go
number.
back.
So I'm gonna put
Okay.
your number back as 17. I think as long as I don't start combat, I can edit your numbers. So I'll
I think
put you
just for
back as
simplicity, should Trinket just go with me?
That's probably a good idea. So let me update trinkets.
Mine was 12.
Yours was 12 originally. Okay, what was yours originally, Korvath? 16?
Yes, 16.
16. Brunhilda's was originally 10, so it can stay as that. Right, and then the other.
The wolf not be great. It's been like eaten.
No, sorry. I mean on
Left
my
side.
screen on the initiative order, it's got grade stripes. I guess it doesn't impact me, so it's fine. All right, Norman. Then you are first. Well, you and Trinket will act together. So, go ahead
Okay.
and what would you like to do?
I cast sleep on the bugbear.
You're gonna
Just
cast
hope it
sleep
works.
on the. Can you tell me what that does?
Yes. So sleep. First level enchantment. At the time, one action, and it lasts up to a year. So you concentrate.
Okay.
Each creature be placed on a 5 unit. Creatures are placed within range, and the range is 6 feet. Thus, the speed of Wisdom saving throw, which is a Wisdom 12, or having this happening people may have it. Every time must be. And if it does not fail the second save, it helps with the.
Oh
or
wow.
one time.
You know something about hit points? You can only sleep.
I thought so. I don't know if that changed or if that's a different.
Let me
I remember
check.
that
Oh,
being
you're
like
reading
the less
2024.
Oh, that might be 20. Let me check. Sleep spell
Wait a
5d 24.
I didn't use the forward. I thought.
The spell.
Yeah.
Sends creatures into a magic slumber. Roll 5d tells how many hit points of creatures this spell can spend. So you have to roll 5. Which means you have to roll 5d to get cursed to see how many hit points of creatures that it can. Oh.
This is 110 version. I don't know how to make it not 2
We can edit your sheets.
I like 2024.
I do like the 2024 version as well. I'm just not prepped. Maybe
Yeah, I'm
after
sorry.
this. No, don't apologize. After this session, I will do some ones. Yeah, you have all of the 2020 the 2024 ones. So,
I had no idea. I didn't know that was possible.
So what you do, like when you set your spells and such, make sure you filter it and you look for the legacy versions of those.
Okay, that's what it was. I wasn't remember that. So, okay. I really like the note of teams of this situation as well. Because Wolf, Goblin A, Goblin B are all like low level enemies. So
Well, how does it? What is it?
Okay, so here's the funny thing. Starting with the creature that has the lowest strength, each creature affected by the spell holds one combination for the spell. Spell ends after 1 minute. It is a sleep button. Let's see what it is. And the range.
If it doesn't say concentration, I think it's safe to assume it's not. Like we're gonna read rules.
Just read the check. The range is 90 feet. Roll 5d8 is the total number of digits. That's actually a lot. So it says 90 feet or 20 feet in a sphere symbol.
90 feet, or so I guess it means 20 feet is like
what you choose.
Okay, on a point you choose. Okay, so you choose
I
the
don't
point.
have to run into combat.
No.
Okay, so then I think I can get everyone. Goblin B is exactly 20 feet from the bugbear.
Okay, so we get all 4 of them?
I think I can get all 4 of them.
Okay, so I believe they all have to make wisdom. Let me just double check with the... Some using actions. Within the range are affected in ascending order of their current hit points. Starting with the creature that has the lowest
I think it just gets them.
Starting with the creature that has the lowest hit points, each creature affected by the spell falls unconscious until the spell ends. The sleeper takes damage, or someone uses an action to shake or slap the sleeper awake. Subtract each creature's hit points from the total before moving on to the creature with the next lowest hit points. Seems a lot.
It is.
Less than So I think you do need to roll those 5d8 so we can figure out who is actually affected by this.
Okay, I've got it ready. Should I hit roll?
Yeah, go ahead. 20. Okay. So I can tell you it is not going to affect the wolf and it's not going to affect the bugbear. It will affect the 2 goblins. So those 2 will fall asleep. So we'll just, for the sake of argument, not quite do that. That they are now sleepy.
So goblins have less than 10 health.
Goblins have less than 10 health.
This is critical intel.
Okay.
Oh my god, the Oblivion combat music is
I know.
sending me. It keeps pulling me out of it into my like high school Xbox 360 persona.
Kitty! Alright, sorry for all of that. I'm learning. Okay, so the goblins...
So am I made a mistake. This is
No, you're fine. So what does it look like as Norman casts this spell?
So I think Norman from the back is just like, goes back to the days where he was teaching classes and he was like, I said good morning. And as he expects, half the class hosts.
These 2 goblins are, as they're about to like charge after you, like, and just like drop down. And immediately they are immediately asleep. So I'm just double checking again. The spell falls unconscious. Until the spell ends, the sleeper takes damage or someone uses an action to shake or slap. Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to do on your time?
I think that might be it.
Alright. Trinket is up.
Oh, God, yeah. So here's why I've distracted this now. This was my fun purchase. Claire, you've seen this before. But while looking for gifts for other people, I wandered into the game store.
Yeah.
Gifts for any of my friends. So now I have the actual manual. And like in the olden days, I can't find anything that I found earlier in the manual. So I have like a whole list of things you can do in combat that were available here, and I, for some reason, cannot find it. So I think Trinket's...
Well, that's also the 2024 handbook anyway, so you couldn't use anything in there because we're using 2014.
I know. I mean, it's
by the next session, I will get. We will roll over to 2020.
I will say I have heard that it is similar, and that's why I adopted both. The basic combat rules are similar, though I have heard, but I would double check against. I think Trinket runs into the wolf, and this does an attack.
How much movement does Trinket have?
Yeah, Trinket has 40 feet, and that's 35 feet.
Oh, okay, then yeah. Trinket takes it over.
Trinket can do a melee weapon attack called Claws.
Okay.
His Trinket is a spirit attack. 0 to hit, reach IP, per target, 1d1/hit. I do 1 damage.
1? Oh, well, did you... you gotta roll the attack first. We gotta see if you hit.
Okay. Right. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. This is longer than I thought.
You're totally fine.
How do I roll an attack for a creature?
On Trinket's character sheet, if you click on, like, in the initiative order, if you click on Trinket, and then there should be an open monster stat block. And if you click on that...
Holy crap. I don't see that.
I can roll for Trinket if you want me to do that.
Trinket?
Okay, yeah, then let me just do that. So Trinket, it's a melee attack roll. It's a +4. So that is a
4.
9, but unfortunately rolled a 5. So that's a 9, which unfortunately misses the wolf. So yeah, Trinket sadly did not make it.
Oh my god, it's a giant kitty!
Kitty cat!
Trinket.
I'm so sorry, Norman. What is Trinket's gender? What is Trinket's pronouns?
They them.
Trinket is they them.
Okay. Because the animal takes shifts, and so
I figured, but wanted to get some confirmation. Okay, so
no, that's a really good question.
All right, Trinket then unfortunately misses with their attack. Anything else you'd like to do on your turn with Trinket?
That will be it.
That brings us to the wolf. The wolf is going to looks down at Trinket, is completely uninterested, and is going to actually pass by. So Trinket can actually roll again to attack for an opportunity attack.
We get this 1 damage in no matter what.
That is a roll, and that is a 21 hit. So that hits. And that will hit for the 1 slashing damage.
So you just see a baby kangaroo reach out with his little arm and go.
So the Ripper is the name of the wolf. So Ripper yips, and he goes 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and makes a beeline for Norman.
Oh no.
Does Trinket get opportunity attack?
Trinket got the opportunity attack. That's what we just did.
Oh, sorry, I missed that.
Do we get opportunity attacks since he's passing right by us, or it does not work?
He's not passing by us. We're all still.
You're all
within 5
still
feet
in the
of him.
same 5 feet. Yeah.
Oh.
If you were out of range, then yes, you would get opportunity attacks. So he is going to take a bite. His bite attack. And that is a 15 to hit. Does that hit you, Norman?
My AC is H12. That definitely hits.
And that definitely hits. So you need to also wait. There we go. So that is 7 points of damage.
No. I have 7 HP.
Oh god.
Norman is down.
Oh no.
Norman is down.
Norman is dormant.
Norman is dormant. I don't think that breaks the sleep spell, does it?
It's not a concentration.
No, it's not
It's
concentration.
not concentration, you're right. So yeah, that doesn't affect the sleep spell. But Norman is down. Let's see. The wolf has advantage against at least one of the wolf's allies. Okay, so nothing's within. So that is the wolf's turn. Oh, I have 2. Why don't we have 2 wolves in the combat? What? I don't know why there's 2 wolves.
We all have wolves
I
inside
like
us.
one.
It's showing 2
One of
in
them
my
is supposed to be
initiative
the
order.
combat
I don't
wolves.
understand. But anyway, there's 1 wolf. So Savannah, you're up.
Okay.
You just saw this wolf charge in and just take a bite out of. He just leaps onto Norman, and hits him, bites his arm, and then hits him with such force that it just knocks Norman out cold.
Jesus. But the bugbear is still up.
The bugbear is still up. The bugbear has not had his turn
yet. Okay. I think the smart thing to do, since Norman has all these wonderful other folks around him, is to actually beeline in to about right here.
Okay.
Is that an attack of opportunity?
It would be an attack of opportunity if you're moving out of the wolf's range. Yeah.
How does that work?
So if you are within,
am I in a square right next to him?
If you're, he's considered like diagonal to him, so he would get an attack of opportunity. I mean, you can do it. You're just taking the risk of an attack. You still would have to roll to hit you.
I guess essentially I would seek to actually get.
I'm just looking at
I guess I'll hit the wolf with my hand axe.
All right, you're gonna swing at the wolf. Okay, roll an attack.
Yeah. Wait, I have a gun. Dagger. Oh, I have 2 weapons fighting.
Yeah, I think because you're a dwarf.
So that means I get 2.
I don't know if that's how 2-weapon fighting works.
Because my hand axe is only in one hand. My dagger, I guess.
Dual wielding, also known as 2-weapon fighting, the ability characters wield 2 weapons simultaneously. Yeah, so you could wield both.
Okay, cool. So I can make an attack with my dagger and then
Correct.
Okay, cool. Great. Let's see. Oh,
just like you would do with Aerie. I sense a trend.
6 does not hit.
That does not hit, sadly.
Okay, that was with dagger.
Is that a bonus action for the offhand?
And it fucking nat 1.
Oh, oof. Yeah, that sadly is not.
No.
It is considered. I believe it's considered a bonus action. You know what? I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna consider that. I will be. I'm just gonna read through this here. If it doesn't say that it's not a bonus action, I'm not gonna consider it a bonus. The character can use their action to attack with the weapon in their main hand, and a bonus action, to attack with the weapon. So that it is a bonus action. So yeah, sadly, you whiff both of those attacks. Is there anything else you would like to do on your turn?
No, because now I'm afraid he's gonna bite me.
All right.
I'm so tiny, I couldn't even.
Just swinging for the fences.
I was taken aback by Norman, by Teach just getting knocked down.
Korvath, you are
I
up.
want to believe that. I deeply want to believe that like the wolf is like this terrifying thing with like claws and teeth. And what actually happened is like the wolf just kind of came up and like bashed Norman lightly, and that is how he went down. No gore. It's like very PG.
I will start with the healing word, which is a bonus action. And I will say a healing word on Norman.
What does it look like as you cast healing word? And Norman, feel free to add 4 HP back to your...
I think you just say a word, right? I guess I say, say life, and then Norman starts glowing faintly, and he takes 4 points of healing.
5 changes.
And then I will swing my stick. My main action.
Okay.
My quarterstaff. My little quarterstaff toothpick.
swing that toothpick.
That will be a.
That
Yeah.
definitely, it's a 22. That definitely
A
hits.
22 to hit.
Definitely hits.
Since I'm still holding my shield in one hand, I do 1d6.
Quiet,
do
22 is
8
tough.
damage.
8 damage. So you swing your axe, not your axe. You swing your staff down on the top of the wolf's head, and you hear a yelp, and then you push forward with your shield with another bonk that gets it right at the top of the snout.
Get bonked.
Get bonked. Anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
I don't want to take an attack of opportunity, so I'm just going to stand here.
All right, then in that case, that brings us to Goblin A and Goblin B, who are snoozing away. So their turns are skipped. Leon, it is your turn.
Professor! And I see him go down. Leon goes into a rage.
Yes,
And
I.
Oh, he's
immediate-
raging.
Be raging.
Immediately jumps on the wolf. Swing my warhammer down. And roll a 14.
That hits. Roll damage.
Let's see. This is one hand, 1d8. 9 damage.
All right. What does it look like as you swing down on this wolf?
Just a flash of motion, and I bring my warhammer down on the back of its neck.
The wolf yelps, and your warhammer, you hear a crunch of bone. You have broken something or other, and this wolf cries out. It is still up, but it is definitely looking a little worse for wear. Anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
That's it.
All right. Moving on to Brunhilda. We will say, very good hit, Lion Man. You would do well in my home country. But watch how a real woman hits. And she is going to swing her sword and whiffs completely.
Oh no.
And then she kind of like looks a little sheepishly up at you. I was distracted by your impressive form. And that will be Brunhilda's turn. Klarg, who has seen what is happening to his beloved wolf. No! Ripper, my boy! And he charges into the fray. 5, 10, 15, 20. And he is going to try to take a swing at Savannah.
Hello, me?
You are my best friend!
He can even see me? I'm probably going to see.
And he
You
rolls.
did not do anything to this wolf.
Yes. And that is an 8, which I believe misses.
Yeah.
So he swings. He has like a spiked mace, and he swings at you. But you see it, you're like, oh, what? And just like dodge out of his way as he like accuses you of hurting Ripper.
I didn't do a damn thing to it.
I didn't do a damn
But
thing.
I jump out of the way.
I love that so much. Oh. Okay. See if it's okay. Nothing else he can do on his turn, so that concludes the first round of combat. We're back up to Norman and Trinket.
Oh my god. Okay. I've used up one critical on the spell spot. I think Norm wakes up, sees all this out. It's like, stay away from my students. And he casts Magic Missile.
Okay.
I have a question.
Yeah.
But I have a question. Is all of your HP gone? Or you were
So
just knocked?
that one. So the way that it works is if you lose all of your HP, you go unconscious, and then you start doing death saving throws. If we ever get into that situation, I'll kind of explain how it works. Since Norman got got healed before his next turn came up, we didn't have to do death saving throws. But essentially what happens is he would have to roll dice, and if he gets 3 successes, he stabilizes, so he's like fully unconscious, or if he fails 3, then he actually dies. But he didn't have to do that in this scenario, because Korvath healed him.
I also have a cantrip that will stabilize people if they're at 0 hit points. So
Either way, he was kind of in
usually-
he was pretty safe.
even if I'm out of spell slots, I can still keep
Stabilize people.
from fully dying.
So stay
There are a
close
lot of
to
ways
Korvath.
to not die.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of ways to avoid the worst. But still a good call by Korvath to put out that healing word. Okay,
My
so
understanding is any like healing potion or spell will actually raise you from unconsciousness and just be
Yes.
back to full whatever that is.
correct.
And like a medical check or various cantrips will just stabilize you so that you will not be awake,
Yes.
so you won't be dying. You will not be at risk of like leaving the campaign.
Yeah, if like for example, if Korvath went down and nobody had like healing spell or something, you, Savannah, could go up to Korvath and say like, I try to help him, and then I would have you do like a medicine check or a medicine like on him, and if you rolled a certain amount, then we'd say, okay, you stand. Like there's different options and things that you could do. All right, Norman, you said magic missile, so go ahead and roll for. They all hit, so I believe it's
Believe that.
3.
Yeah, I
right?
forgot that magic
Okay.
missile is just like there's no check. It just happens.
So yeah,
Okay,
just roll the
let's-
damage.
1d4 plus 1, 3 times.
Did you roll the hit? I'm sorry. Were you hitting the wolf or were you hitting Clark?
Oh, I'm going far.
Okay, Clark. Got it. First
So
one's
far,
4.
4 damage.
Okay.
Second one is 3, 4.
Okay. 8.
Third one is. Oh,
Wow. All right. So
And this
well,
is
yeah.
not like an AoE effect, right? Like,
no,
it's not
these are
the
like literally like
draft-
missilized like basically bolts of energy that like he shoots out that hits that hit Bugbath. Klarg, I'm fine. I swear I'm fine. That just hit Klarg like boom, 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 and he sort of staggers back. That hurts. That voice hurts too.
oh my god. Okay.
Anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
I don't think I have any bonus actions that apply. The only bonus action I have is 2 up fighting, and I have not had. I think that means I do not take an extra attack. So yeah, I let's see. Was there anything I'm like missing? Can I like prepare an action?
For not if you've already used an action in your
Yeah, that makes sense. Then yeah, I do this rage at Bugbear and bring it to the end of it, and then Trinket comes over and basically says, "This is in the phrase, I'll get you and your little dog too. This is the little dog too. You're good to dance."
Okay.
And I cannot control that. Cleric can control that.
Yes, sorry. So you Trinket attacks the bugbear, you said?
Yep.
All right. And that is a 6, and unfortunately that does not hit. So nothing out of Trinket. Unfortunately on his turn. Did you want to move Trinket or do anything else with them?
I guess Trinket will move kind of to my turn.
If you do that, it'll be an opportunity attack. Also, I don't know how much
Oh,
movement
that's true.
Trinket
No, I'm
has.
thinking about that.
Then we move on to the wolf. The wolf, who is hurting and not having the best time, is real pissed at Leon for that hit that he just delivered, and he's going to attempt to bite Leon, and I believe he does not have pack tactics because Klarg is just out of range. No, I'm not gonna do that. So you roll 2. And that is an 11, which I don't think hits you. Nope, your AC is 16, so that does not hit. So the wolf snaps and tries to bite at Leon, and Leon is able to deftly dodge the attack. Savannah, you are up.
I was reading.
No worries. Savannah, you're up.
I need.
So
Not
it's
then. Right?
it's you can, and like remember, there's always the option like if people die or escape or stuff like that. You know, you go around the room, you talk to other people. Like it's not the end of the world. All I'm saying is like you can have an objective, but if it doesn't work out, like it's not the end. This bugbear is looking like he's pretty much ready to go to death.
I'm gonna make him laugh.
Oh God, we're doing it!
I'm gonna cast hideous laughter.
Let's go! All right. Remind me again.
Wisdom saving throw. Well,
It's a wisdom saving throw of 12. And he saves, sadly.
damn.
So he is hit by this like ball of energy, and he like kind of chuckles for a second. He looks at you. He's like, "That wasn't funny." Anything else you'd like to do on your turn, Savannah?
No, because I have opportunity attacks all around. I don't think I can attack again, right? 'Cause that
No.
counts as that. Yeah.
But that was good. That was a good
attempt.
Good attempt. All right, Korvath, what we doing?
I am going to drop my shield and my staff on the ground. Then equip my great axe.
Okay.
I'm gonna swing it down on the head of this wolf.
Okay. Roll an attack.
Okay. 21.
That hits.
It is so funny to
Roll
me
my
how well the combat's
D12
going.
to
Like you
12
were in a
damage.
different genre.
That is insane. All right. So 12 damage. Describe what it looks like as you kill Ripper.
So I drop my shield and my staff, right? And then in one swift move, I take my battle axe off my back, and I swing it right over my head and straight down on his head. Just crush it.
Ripper, my boy! I will make your bones into my throne, cowman!
I just want to say to the future YouTube audience for this video, if anyone thought upon Wax Remember, I'm there with you. I thought the same thing. That's all. That's all. Take it you want.
Was it too late to do all that out of the party?
Give me damage to the DM.
Anything else, Korvath, you'd like to do on your turn?
Yeah, with my bonus action, I'll use my Warpriest Surge, and I'll swing my axe a second time,
All right.
and I will turn, and I'll say, "We'll see about that," and I'll swing this battle axe at Klarg. I'm gonna use the side of it, try to non-lethally smack it.
Okay.
That's how that works, right? I can just hit him with the
Klarg
side of the
go on
axis.
my initiative. Why am I having such problems? Anyway, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I can swing non-lethally, right? Or do I?
Yes. You just have to call it out.
Okay, so I'm gonna swing the side of my axe at Klarg.
Okay.
Try to smack him in the side of the face with this thing.
Okay. Roll an attack.
Nope. Sorry, I did my damage first. Let me see if that hit. It's first.
That does hit.
17 hit.
It does hit.
What was my damage? 6 was my damage.
So you you hit him with your battle axe and just knock a few of his teeth out with that hit. And he is big mad at you. All right. We have some let's try now. We should go with that. And these goblins really just out there's nothing we can do to hit them? I feel like we've got to be. Just double check.
We need to do a medicine deal.
There was half of that where I thought you were like, who? I was like, who's down? You're reading a message.
Yeah. Each creature affected by the spell fall unconscious until the spell ends. The seeker takes damage. It's not wrong. You're still very much out. Okay. Turn. Still here. Sleep up. So that's going to be the end of Goblin A and B. So that takes us back to the
Right. Simon's still in a rage. He's going to step up and also try a non-lethal attack.
Okay. I know, it's so funny. You see, I love it when we get cameos from NT's cats. It's just the best.
11 to hit.
Sadly, that does not hit. Sorry.
Right.
Yeah, what is his name? NT. Is that Sean?
That's Sean.
Yep. I also love when people give human names to their cats.
Let's see. Who do I want to? No, that's all I'll do this room.
That brings us back to Brunhilda. And she is going to. Damn it! I'm sorry. Someone yell at me each time I do that because
I thought that was Brunhilda in character.
Yeah, that was Brunhilda.
It 100% chance.
Okay, so Brunhilda then is going to seize the miss from Leon. Says, "What happened, Lion Man? Getting a little nervous?" And she is going to take a swing herself. And she rolls a
I love it.
This music over that
So
nat
good.
one is so extra funny.
She rolls a nat
My medicine
one.
check.
What was that, dude?
I said I passed my medicine check.
Oh, yay!
Hell yeah.
She swings her sword, but she swings it too hard, and on the back swing, she actually hits herself on the back of the head, and takes 1 damage. And like is like momentarily like kind of just trying to get rid of it. She is very
Fortunately
embarrassed
for
at this
her,
point.
right? Leon's in a blind rage, so he hasn't noticed anything.
So this is great for her. And she's kind of now aware of this, and hoping no one else notices either, with like the knowledge that Norman probably saw. All right, back up to the top of the order. In Norman and Trinket. I will remind you.
When is Klarg's turn?
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. Because Klarg is no longer in the initiative. Thank you for saying that. I don't know why he left the initiative, and I'm extremely annoyed.
He's too devastated.
He is quite devastated.
Really?
So he is going to. He just saw Leon, or wait, Korvath kill his beloved Ripper, and he is going to swing at you.
Did he just step 5 feet away from Savannah?
No, he's still.
Yes.
Yeah, he did. So you can take an opportunity attack if you'd like. before he makes his
What would that? Is that just my regular?
just a regular
like-
attack roll. You can't make a 2-weapon attack if you can make a 1.
23.
That hits.
Oh.
So go ahead and roll damage.
4.
4 damage. He is hurting as hell, but he is still up. So he is going to charge at Korvath and make a swing and just use. Oh, alright. Just
Well, Sean's pose.
I was literally looking at Sean's pose and just being like, I was in a house earlier this week that had like an Obama 2009 vaccine during the poster, and it just looked like similarly like eyes into the distance, like grandiosity.
This is my, it's my avatar.
I love that.
I just got my shield. I saw him at 16. I assume that was at 18.
Well, Klarg just rolled a nat 20 on his hit. So, and the damage on that was 10. So that is going to
boy.
be 20 total damage on that hit. So he swings. Go ahead. Sorry, go ahead, Toon.
How much is it to instantly die?
I think it has to be. Let me see. Oh my god, I hope I didn't just instantly kill.
I think it's
Isn't it like
negative
double?
I think it's
Yeah.
double your health, and it wasn't quite there. He
It wasn't
did.
quite there.
Oh
I have
my
11
god, it was
health, and he
almost
did
there.
20
Well, we
damage.
are only level 1.
Yeah, true. All right, we'll say it. It has to be just over double. And so you just survive, but he swings with this Morning Star, and it connects right in Korvath's head and just knocks him completely out. Like, you are all concerned that that blow killed him. Like, if there is
Korvath
a
is shaken.
Korvath is shaken. There is a crack when it hits Korvath's skull as he just drops to the ground. And that is Klarg's turn. So we are now back up to the top of the order. Norman, you just saw Korvath go down in a slump.
So I can't do that check. When it's actually
Remember that you do still each have a potion of healing, and you can use a bonus action to shove a potion down someone's throat if you do that.
that. There we go. Okay. That's really good to know. So I am out of spell slots for first level spell, please. Trying to find my character sheet. Sorry. I'm just so shocked that happened. So,
I know. I'm just grateful
So-
we did not
okay.
steal. I'm sorry, Toon.
this is a risk.
That's okay. It's
I
good to
think
have
it's
D10s,
risk
not
worth
D6s.
True. Go ahead, Norman.
So, okay. I've got a dagger that I can throw. Can I throw 2 daggers per turn? I've got multiple daggers.
I think you can only throw 1 unless you want to
Okay,
use a
melee.
bonus action.
Yeah, okay. Oh my god, I almost got it.
I know.
Um,
Obsessed.
There's a clear, this is good. I cast Firebolt off the board. Firebolt is a cantrip. I cast that way. You hurl a bolt of fire at a creature object behind you, ranged spell attack with the effect. On a hit, the target is 1d10 fire damage. So let me pull up my ranged attack. Can I go ahead and roll?
Korvath or Klarg?
Did I say Korvath?
I think you said Korvath.
Oh, good. Korvath is. I see.
Don't start me on fire.
Korvath, I see your.
So wait, you're
I
trying
see
to
your
set
name
you're
in the
trying to
middle
set
and, like-
Klarg on fire?
I'm trying to put Klarg on fire.
Sorry.
I'm trying to kill Korvath, apparently. I'm so
Yeah.
sorry.
All right. So what sorry, rewind for me what it is you're planning to do. I'm kind of missing stuff.
Okay,
I'm
so
sorry.
my firebolt is a cantrip.
Right.
And
Okay.
it, on a ranged, on success of a ranged spell DP attack.
I'm sorry. I'm so distracted by
sorry.
Sean. I'm so distracted by
I know,
Sean.
but so valid. And that is, I'm gonna be honest. Sean is more worth paying attention to than you. I know him.
It was just for a second he was looking like completely perpendicular to interrupt us, and it like reminded me of like the Fleetwood Mac Rumors album. Like it's just really funny.
He was staring at Twin Sushi.
Yeah.
Very intently.
Wait, I need to look
I'm
this up.
also staring intently at tunes.
Sean, look. And look. No, he's distracted.
Oh my god!
Okay, so you can fireball cantrip. I'm sorry, not fireball. Only
It was
firebolt.
gonna roll to attack. This is never. I'm gonna roll.
Okay,
Sure. I rolled a 3 + 4, 7.
7.
That's
That misses. So as you cast this mote of fire, the bloodied and enraged Klarg sees it and just manages to like move his head away, and just manages to avoid being hit by it.
And then I get in the bonus action. I am gonna administer a healing potion before that. Or
Okay.
I guess I could do a medicine check. How do
You
medicine
can, but
checks
you
work again?
you risk failing that and then not stable. And like you could stabilize him, but he would still be unconscious.
Yes. You know what? We can buy more potions of healing.
Hmm.
I will give a potion of healing to Korvath.
Okay.
So I walk
What
over
does
to
it look
Korvath.
like as you like rush over to administer this aid?
I think the reason I missed fire, I think canonically the reason I missed the firebolt is I like cast the firebolt kind of haphazardly and I'm like fumbling in my backpack and find the potion. I uncork the potion. I take Korvath's giant head and I try and lift it towards the potion and I'm like, nope. And I just turn the potion upside down, just sort of like stick the whole thing into his mouth. It's
Blood,
and it just sort of empties into his throat.
Korvath, as what is that experience like as you come back into consciousness?
Well, I've never drank anything when I was asleep before, so this is a first for me. I imagine I choke a bit on the potion, but I like
Sorry,
the
dinner
birds
time.
are sort
Today I
of
drank
flying around my
something while I
head.
was asleep. Also, we killed several people.
Yeah, so they're like, I got the birds are flying around my head from getting totally conked by that morning star, and I sort of shake it off and I can see again. And how much health points do I take?
Oh, there's a roll for it.
You can push it through and keep it health bonus. 2d4 + 2.
Okay, so go ahead, Wombat, if you want to roll 2d4 + 2. You can just go
I
to the
have
roll
to look at
dice
that.
on the game log.
And hot. And roll this. d4, or I can't add 2.
That's fine.
course.
We can just do plus 2. So 7.
5 + 2, 7.
All right, so Korvath, go ahead and take that 7 points of healing for an HP. As you choke on this potion and wake up in a state of confusion, and your head is
Wow, that was a good swing, Klarg.
there is blood gushing from the wound at the top of your head, and it looks badass as fuck. All right, anything else you'd like to do on your turn, Norman?
Oh, that's it for me.
Okay.
And then Trinket.
Yeah, what's Trinket do?
And Trinket is just going to do the same thing and just like slap this one over.
Take a scratch. All right.
And
that is
that
the
abuses
wolf.
I can.
Yeah, I just almost swung the wolf, which was me. All right, so scratch, and that is a 17.
Oh my god.
And that is just 1
You're
damage.
gonna murder another.
Not gonna murder, but
I was really
That-
hoping.
with how damaged Klarg is. It is another. The trinket swipes at. I'm imagining that Klarg is much bigger than trinket, so slashes at his ankles, and he just winces in pain. But he's still very much focused on Leon and Korvath. So that will be his turn, or Trinket's turn. Excuse me, their turn. And then Savannah, you're up.
I think I'm just gonna cast
Vicious mockery. You wanna insult him to death?
I wanna, yeah, but I don't have very good insult. And then I asked Phil because of wisdom, because I don't like it, and I don't like them because I'm technically sad to kill them. But it was kind of like
make a your mama joke or
okay
something.
With your oh, there was one. Hold on, there was one. It was.
Oh my God.
It was. Wait, where'd it go? Does your mother know that you're out here being a disappointment? No. That was it. And he has to make a wisdom saving throw. 12.
So 12.
Yeah.
What do you mean, my mother? That is a 13, so he does save.
Damn.
And he goes, "Don't you talk about mama!" Anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
Nope, I'm standing right here. Is that standing right there?
Korvath, what we doing, brother?
Well, after getting killed once by Klarg, I think I'm gonna just swing my axe at him. Yeah.
Alright. Well, that is the thing you can do.
I am still going to try to non-lethally smack him.
Not that anyone hasn't done
Yep.
that. Just saying.
Oh no. So Trinket definitely would have flashed the throat.
Trinket would have slashed his
2.
throat. That does not
Guessing,
hit, sadly.
Guessing a 7 does not hit. I will
Yes.
use my second attack again.
So what, your war priest? Your war priest?
Yeah, my War Priest bonus action attack.
Okay.
At least I get 2 of those per long rest. So I will roll that. Does a 16 hit?
16, double check. I think so. Gotta be sure. Yep, 16 just hits. That's his AC.
Alright. Oof. Not good rolls to this round. 4 damage.
Not a lot of damage, but is enough. And with that, you knock this guy out cold. So, what does it look like when you swing to knock him out?
So I'm using this great axe, but I'm using it non-lethally, so I'm still hitting with the broadside of the axe.
The broadside of it, okay.
And I'm swinging it, and I just slap him real hard in the face with the side of this axe, and maybe knock a few more teeth out if he has any left after the first smack.
And
just like a rug gets pulled out from under him, he just falls down flat.
as you smack him, his eyes like roll a little bit. He's like, "Mama, I'm sorry, I went the bad lump," and just drops, tongue lolling out. We are still in combat. We still have 2 snooze and goblins. So anything else, Korvath, you'd like to do on your turn? I'm just gonna we'll put green on Klarg to show that he is.
No, I'm just gonna stand back here. I'm not gonna run in there yet. I'm still kind of hurt from that earlier concussion, so I'm just standing back here.
Goblin A and B are still snoozing. Sorry, go ahead, Savannah.
How long are they? How long are they snoozing?
It's a minute, right?
It's a minute.
7 more.
Oh,
Yeah. So we've only had 3 turns,
I-
so they still should.
would any of us have anything that we can restrain them with? Since they are yeah.
That is something. You would still have to do it in a turn-based format. So in this case,
Oh,
Leon is
yeah.
up, so Leon would decide what he wants to do in his turn.
Leon. I think in RP, Leon was ready to kill this bugbear after seeing him almost kill his childhood friend, and I don't think Leon is even thinking about those goblins. I think he has his warhammer up, and he's ready to smash the head of this unconscious bugbear, and he is taking all of his willpower to stop himself. And then I think he turns to Korvath and says, "Are you okay?" And that's all he's going to do this turn.
Brunhilda will, as she's moving towards the goblins, she's going to pat your shoulder. She's going to grab Leon's shoulder. Calm, Lion Man. We need him alive. But she's going to look over at the goblins. But we do not need them. And she charges in. And she is going to try to swing at one of these gobbos. See if she has better luck. And she misses again. Man, her rolls are dog water tonight.
Question also, would we have advantage since they're kind of knocked out? Or no? Because is that not how that works?
I thought you would, but I don't know if it said anything like that. Let me double check again, because I'm not totally lost it. Until it started.
I think they're unconscious states, so their condition.
Attacks against an unconscious creature have advantage and are auto crits if you're within 5 feet of them. Okay, so she does get advantage.
Oh.
An auto crits?
It's an auto crit if you're within 5 feet. Yeah, which makes sense because that's how it is with the person. Wow, she is not having a good day. So she misses both of those swings. At this point, she because of I'm going to say narratively, the sword that you've given her, you didn't notice it, but it is just so blunt that it is not doing any damage whatsoever. And she finally just looks at the sword and no wonder this thing has no sharp point. What is this? And that will be her turn. Klarg is incapacitated. So Norman and Trinket, it is back up to you.
I think Norm looks over at this and just says, sees bugbear on the ground, Klarg on the ground, sees Korvath struggling with the blood, and sees the place that I can be useful and make sure that we are all safe is just taking out these goblins. And I have seen what the goblins have been doing to us, so I run over to the goblins and I cast very short range firebolt on Goblin A.
All right, roll an attack.
I love Norman's
Norman just setting things
anything.
on fire.
he just likes killing
That is a
burning
natural
goblins.
That misses, and with the natural one, it's going to. That
Crazy.
natural one is going to. It whiffs. It breezes past them, but with that natural one, it's close enough that it like singes like the hair of this goblin, and it is going to wake up Goblin A.
Oh,
No
God.
advantage.
Goblin
Oh,
A
terrible.
is now awake. No, you're
Real
lucky
good.
that it didn't damage somebody else.
I was
Um,
afraid I was going to set my
Oh,
own
that's right.
character.
You don't get to roll advantage. Like, you just
Oh, you know what? It's you have to be within 5 feet. Yeah, I'll allow it. So go ahead and roll
I think
again.
I'm within 5 feet.
Yeah, you're
I was
within 5
definitely
feet.
within range of that.
Yeah, you're within 5 feet. So go ahead and roll again.
That is, oh my God, that's an 11.
That does not hit, but it also does not wake them
Oh
up.
my God. Okay.
Okay.
You didn't wake
So
them up
I
at least.
do that. I think Norm is like, this is the moment where Norm, and also where I go on instinct and just like reaction.
Mhm.
I do this. I see the fire get next to it. I see the light. I feel the heat from the fire. I get a little bit of a singe from that natural light. Before I redirect it, I'm just like rummaging in my pack for a while. And as a free action, I think I dig a rope out of my pack. And I'm just like, I think we should just tie them up.
Brunhilda says, "You're no fun," but then helps you tie them.
My students tell
Um,
me that all the time. Do you think you're going to make it?
And with that, I will say that you both tie them up, and we will proceed. GG's, you guys. That could have gone a lot worse.
Good
Worse. So good job staying out of trouble. Or staying out of...
We almost had a character death.
Other
Yeah.
than almost dying.
Yeah, other than
Case
almost
closed.
dying.
Yeah.
All right. You are out of combat. These two goblins are now restrained. And they start to come out of, since it's only a 1 minute thing, they wake up tied up.
Mm.
The fuck is this? Ugh, the fuck?
I bonk him on the head and I'm like, language!
Ah, fuck you, mate.
I bonk him again. I'll keep going.
Ow.
I've got all day.
Um,
I think we probably also tie up the bugbear, right?
yeah, we
Yeah,
can
we-
assume you've tied up the bugbear.
We gotta tie up this bugbear before he wakes
wakes
up
up.
and does more damage.
Okay. You guys tie him up. Do you leave him where he is? Do you move him somewhere? What's the plan?
Well, we can't get him back to that cage because there's that high water. So
Yeah.
I think we just sort of do it right here.
Does someone wake him up?
I
Should we
feel
start
like-
with the goblins and then?
You can try. You can certainly try.
I mean, what are we doing with these goblins? Do we we're gonna try to question them, or do we just tie them up so we can murder them more easily?
I think I look at the rest of the group and I'm like, in case the Klarg says anything that doesn't match what these goblins say, I think we should take them into another room. Just
That's
to
smart.
verify. Is there another room we can easily take one of these people to?
You could move them out like into the other area, like where Leon is, if you wanted to like move back a little bit. That would be enough distance that they wouldn't be able to hear each other if you like decided to treat that as a separate interrogation area. I'd allow that.
You could move them maybe closer to the water, because then the water is rushing, isn't it?
Yeah, good call. Good call, Mango.
Wait. I do that, and then I take a little bit of cotton from my pack, and I just stuff it in their ears.
Nice.
Wait, who did we move? We moved the goblins, or we moved
Klarg. I think
Klarg.
you're moving Klarg, since Klarg is already closer.
Okay. Then I'm stuffing the goblin's ears with cotton, and you take Klarg over to the river.
So let's say that he moved maybe right about there. I think that's a good enough distance, right?
Okay.
With the rushing water and everything.
How are we divvying this up? So who's going to be questioning Klarg? Who's going to be questioning the gobbies?
I guess I can question the gobbies.
You can. I think I have +4 to charisma, so or is it charisma that you need
Yeah, charisma.
I have
and persuasion? So I guess I'll go out here.
I have a +0 to charisma.
At least it's not negative. What are other people doing?
I'm casting guidance on Savannah.
Ooh, good.
So I'm gonna assume then, Korvath, you're staying with Savannah while she questions Klarg.
Yeah.
All right, Leon, what are you doing?
I'll just stand next to Savannah and try to look intimidating.
Okay. All right, so you're like, you guys are gonna be the bad cop group with Klarg, and then we will have Brunhilda and Norman with these other gobbies down here. So let's start with the gobbies. So you have them tied up and looking at you. Norman, what do you do? You have these two incapacitated, restrained goblins in front of you.
Wombat frantically checks the summary of the last session to remember when we're questioning these people about.
So you're trying to figure out where they took Gundren.
Okay.
Your
okay,
employer.
okay.
Well, I think we know the name of the place he was taken, but not how to get there, if I
Correct.
remember right.
Yes.
It was High
Cragmaw
Tower
Castle.
or High Keep or something.
Cragmaw
Cragmaw?
Castle.
That's kind of like High Tower.
Sure. Yeah. Okay,
Pretty
Game of
much the
Thrones.
same.
House
So I
of the
guess I
Dragon.
take the little stuffing out of the goblin's ear and I go, "Hello. Like I said earlier, good morning. We are looking for our friend. If you could be so kind as to tell us how to reach our what's the description of Gundren?
He's a dwarf.
What?
Our a certain dwarven friend that you may have confiscated. I will be so kind as to stop bunking you
Do I want this to
with
be
the stick.
intimidation or persuasion? Because
Either
you're
way, it's equally bad.
Yeah,
Actually,
because you're
it's
making a
persuasion.
threat.
You know, it's persuasion.
Well, I mean,
It's
you're making a
intimidation, right?
threat, so I think it's intimidation.
Yeah, +0 in.
Yeah, make an intimidation check.
Okay. No, I misread that. I have a 0 in both of them.
I figured.
That's an 11.
He looks up at you and dwarf, yeah, we call it dwarf. They took him to Cragmaw Castle. That's all I know.
Thank you very much. And I take my quarterstaff and I sort of plant it in the ground, and I'm just like, we'll leave that here for now. And I stuff cotton back in his ears. I take the cotton out of the other goblin's ears, and I'm like, hello, goblin. What do you know about Cragmaw Castle? If say one wanted to get there and one didn't want to get bonked in the head, I take my quarterstaff and I sort of dangle it over his head.
I love this strategy. All right, make another intimidation check.
That is a 12.
Look, mate, we don't need to get crazy here. I swear to you, I don't know what Cragmaw Castle is. They don't tell us nothing. We don't know where it is. I swear, they just can't. They come and they take who they want to take and they leave. We're just in charge of stealing the merchandise.
I sort of pick up my quarterstaff and I'm just like circling around his head. And I'm like, they don't tell you anything. Seems like an unfortunate employment environment.
Make an
Brunhilda, what do you think? Did they tell them nothing?
Brunhilda looks down at him, and she kind of questions him. But why don't you make an insight check, Norman? Insight check, excuse me. Insight.
Insight is 14. 9 plus 5.
Brunhilda looks at you and then looks back at these goblins, and based on what you're seeing from these goblins, it seems pretty clear to you that they have told you what they know. Like, they are small. They have, like, one job. They are not in the business of, like, trying to keep secrets or anything like that. They are told, you know, steal shit off the road, you know, pack it for their bosses and, you know, ensure that it gets delivered to the right people who take it somewhere else. Like, that's all that they do.
I've got one last question.
They're on a
for you.
need-to-know basis, essentially.
If one wanted to make tea using only the natural roots and scroungings of this cavern, but one had a gluten allergy, how would one do that, do you think? Answer quickly.
What?
And I bonk him on the head and knocks unconscious.
Goblin's out cold. I won't even make you roll. Goblin's out cold. That was cool. And then Brunhilda sees you do that and just knocks the other goblin back out cold.
That's great. Okay.
What did you ask him?
I just wanted to bonk him, but I wanted to be a bit dramatic. You understand.
I would have just bunked him, but whatever, you do you, old man. And she starts to, she walks over, not to, like, fully watch what's going on with, or, like, to, like, enter the room, but she's, like, kind of, like, leaning along the the entrance of this cavern to kind of watch what's going on with with party number 2. So we will go ahead and shift over to you guys. What is happening in terms of how you are, waking up Klarg?
I have an idea.
Okay.
Because we're next to the river. I imagine because Leon is the most upset at Klarg, that Leon would be the one to wake him up and possibly just splash water on him just really violently.
Ooh, you, like, dunk his head in the
Should we
water?
just both dunk his head in the water?
Yeah, something like that.
Sure, quick dunk. For a quick, refreshing dunk.
All right.
Does it take both of us to lean him back, or can Leon do it himself?
Leon can do it himself. He's about the same size as Klarg, so he could, and with his, like, blacksmith strength, he could do it.
Sure. All right, a quick dunk in the water. Good morning.
Oh, Klarg's all wet. What was that for? Oh, my teeth! And he, like, notices he's missing, like, one of his canines and, like, several of his back molars.
You know, all of this actually could have been avoided. We really just wanted to ask you a couple of questions, but you came at us hot.
You killed my dog!
To be fair, the dog attacked us first, as you willed it to. But really, we just had a couple of questions that we wanted to ask. Would you be willing to answer some of them?
Klarg don't gotta tell you nothing.
Leon? Do you mind dunking our friend again?
Waterboarding him.
We're waterboarding. 2026, everybody.
This gets so dark when you put it in modern terms. Like, it's
So
fun in the
I will
D&D
say, how about we do this first? So you look over and you say, like, dunk him again. So why don't you make an intimidation check, actually, Mango?
Me? Okay.
Yeah.
Intimidation. Oh, I'm not very good at that. It's a 7.
Okay, so he's like, what, you gonna dunk me? You can't dunk Klarg, you're too small.
Oh, I wasn't talking about me.
All right. So, well, I'm checked our lines and veils. Torture is fade to black. Okay, off screen. Describe
Okay.
quickly and move on. So, we'll say we do a quick dunk.
All right, quick dunk. And he's like kind of coughing a little bit, and he goes, we supposed to capture supplies off the road. King Grow tells us to. King Grow puts Klarg in charge of the Cragmaw tribe. We bring him. Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say that's actually perfect. We are looking to get to the Cragmaw Castle. Could you
Klarg,
tell us the quickest way to get there?
Klarg doesn't know where Cragmaw Castle is. Klarg only knows that he does his stuff for King Groll, and King Groll's a piece of shit. Klarg should be in charge. But no, it's King Groll this and King Groll that. Bring the prisoners to Groll at Cragmaw Castle. Bring the supplies to Groll at Cragmaw Castle.
So, Clark, you just said that you don't know where Cragmaw Castle is, but you bring prisoners and you bring supplies to Cragmaw Castle? Could you point us at least in the direction of where you go to bring these to the castle?
Klarg doesn't know. Groll sends people to pick up stuff. Says that we're bringing all of this stuff on behalf of the goblin tribes for the Black Spider. Says the Black Spider wanted the dwarf. That's all Klarg knows.
Savannah's gonna look at Korvath and Leon. Well, it doesn't sound like he actually knows which direction to go. I'm at a loss right now. Are there any other things that we should be asking him?
As this is all happening, Brunhilda is going to approach.
I was gonna say, I think Norman and Brunhilda come in and just share the information that they know it's Cragmaw, but they don't know how to get there. I don't know what that looks like. Brunhilda can take that away.
Yeah, Brunhilda says, goblins know nothing. They just know Cragmaw Castle. And as she said, Klarg said,
Shit, goblins know less than Klarg. Klarg promise you telling the truth. Klarg don't know where Cragmaw Castle is. All Klarg knows is they send the people pick up the stuff and the prisoners that the Black Spider wants. And then they leave. They give us money and leave.
When's the next delivery expected?
They don't tell Klarg, they just come.
Where? I say, carrying my quarterstaff and sort of knock on the walls a little bit.
what do you mean where?
Where do they?
Where do they come?
They come to cave. They come here and we give them the stuff.
And he like points back at the cave that y'all were just in, that Klarg was in, that has all of the the crates and supplies. And so Brunhilda approaches. So you are the ones that are ambushing the peoples on the road to Phandelver and taking their stuff.
Klarg said, yes. Because Black Spider tell King Groll, and King Groll tell Klarg.
Who is this Black Spider?
Klarg don't know. Klarg only knows Black Spider. Black Spider important. People scared of Black Spider. Black Spider want your dwarf friend.
I kind of want to pull a member of this interrogation group aside. Who would be the closest for me? Would it be Leon?
Looks like it would be Leon, yeah.
So I think I pull Leon aside. I just want to tug on Leon's fur, like a old timey train conductor blowing the horn, and I'm like, Leon, sidebar.
Yeah, what?
I look at Leon and I'm like, it sounds like someone's going to come to this cave looking to pick up some goods. And they're going to be looking for Klarg.
Mm-hmm.
So
we create a Klarg costume. I see where you're going. Should you dress up as Klarg?
Because this is exactly what both Wombat and Norman had in mind.
Genius. You're so smart.
Brunhilda
So-
overhears this.
I look over at the rest of the group and I just give a thumbs up.
We know how to handle this. Professor's got a great idea.
Brunhilda comes over. When was the last time they were here?
Oh, couple days ago.
And how often do you think that they come to pick up supplies?
Klarg don't know. Sometimes days, sometimes weeks. Real boring.
And Brunhilda sighs. We do not have weeks. The information they want from Gundren. They will not hold him long. We must hurry. We should go to town.
Hey, Leon, I think maybe that plan won't work.
And Klarg kind of chuckles.
If they taken Dwarf to Groll, Dwarf not gonna be alive very long.
We need to go. We need to find this some other way.
How do they know when it's time to pick stuff up? How do they know when you have prisoners, if sometimes it's weeks in between?
Klarg don't know. Klarg just do what he's told.
I was just wondering if there was a way that they could notify.
Not that Klarg would know.
Pick stuff up. Yeah.
It's probably safe to assume there are other forces at work that might have this information that you wouldn't know. And with that, Brunhilda is going to go back and start looking at the stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow her.
And she says, there are many things in here that are worth taking, I would say. So, like I said, you see there are tons of captured stores and such in here. Bulky, like big bulky crates and stuff. Like, you're gonna need your wagon to be able to transport them. You're not gonna be able to just, like, you know, carry them yourselves. But you can see that many of these crates, most of them are branded with the name Bart's Provisions Phandelver, with like a big print on the side of the crates. Those are the most obvious, you know, supplies and such in the room. There's probably 20, 30 crates in here, you know, over any such length of time. Brunhilda looks at her like, Bart! He good friend of me and Gundren. He will certainly give us a reward for returning his goods. Do you have the cart still? Where are Brassy and Doots? Are they okay?
We hit it.
Oh, thank the goods.
We saw them last 7?
Did we hide? Oh wait, did we hide
7?
their cart or did we hide our cart?
We hit our cart.
Oh yeah, their
didn't-
cart is still center.
They didn't
Oh, but
have a
she's
cart. They
asking
just
about
had their
our cart.
horse. Yeah, they just had their horses. Their horses are dead. She would know that.
Okay.
She was just asking about your cart. She knows that you guys were sent off with.
She knows our horses.
And she knows your horses. So yeah, you see those obvious carts in the room. You also see over by where Klarg sleeps. You see a chest.
I'll go investigate that. Let my cat leave.
I like chests.
You like chests? Yeah. Has everyone re-entered the cavern at this point? I mean, assuming except for Klarg.
Are we killing Klarg?
Yeah, I think we're all here, like, bruising the goods before
Yeah.
we get
Are
ready
you?
to-
Well, yeah, that's true. Are you killing Klarg? Like, what are you doing with Klarg?
Yeah, that's a good question. We have not killed the goblins. So far, we have set everyone unconscious.
We could just say thematically, you just knocked Klarg back out, and you're just gonna leave him this way, if that's what you want to do.
feel like
fine
there's
with
no
it.
way.
Leave it
Okay,
and
this
knock
is the
it
thing
out.
about D&D. There's no way to prevent these people have this group of bandits have murdered like many people.
Hmm.
They're gonna keep doing that unless we either like also murder them or scare them off of this area forever. So I don't know. As a human being, I'm against murder, but as a D&D character, like I get it. I think it might be time.
I think
Would
Norman
Norman-
canonically is the innocent, or the helpless captive murderer.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Um.
And you want to firebolt these guys too?
I can't
Norm
make
is
that choice
very
for you.
upset by this. Norm kind of thinks it over and says like looks at the rest of the group and is like, so what? I mean, I explained what was just explained to the group. And like, so would anyone object to leaving them tied up like this is equivalent to murder? Would any object to ending it quickly?
Quickly sounds merciful.
And Norm takes a firebolt, not seeing objections of the group, and just sort of launches it at each of the people in the group.
Quick, burns them to death.
It's a big fire.
Okay, so both the goblins then immediately singed, or not even singed, scorched. What about Klarg?
I mean, does anyone have? I think I look at one of. I think I look at Korvath for Klarg, and I'm like, do you want to do the honors?
Sure. Doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop.
Klarg looks up at you, and he's not even afraid, and he just sort of like,
Good
I'm just
luck,
imagining this like a-
cowman.
Imagine this like a sitcom episode where you walk in the door like, did someone say murder a captive? And the
Yeah.
audience applauds.
Savannah's gonna yell out from this little corner and be like, "Don't wet the bed this time."
Klarg will haunt you in your dreams, cowman.
kill him so I can stop
You
doing that
fought well,
voice.
Bear.
Klarg, you have to go easy on your voice.
Not
I'm
anymore.
supposed to roll. Do I have to roll the hit
Nah,
first?
well, you can just. He's pretty much was already like one piece. So you, one swing at his head and it lights out. And that will be
Mango
the end.
knocked him unconscious with their insult.
Nice. All right, so that ends the goblins as well. So the rest of y'all are searching the room. And Leon, you said you were making a beeline for the chest.
Yep.
All right.
Sounds like a place with money.
So you open up this chest and you see a bunch of gold pieces. You take some time to count it out. You count out 600 gold pieces. 2 potions of healing, and a jade statuette of a frog with tiny golden orbs for eyes. The frog statuette is like, it's small. It'll fit into like a pocket or pouch or something. But it looks like it could be worth some gold.
Oh, Norm can take one of those healing potions to make up for the one
I
that he
was
forced down my
asked.
throat.
Yeah, that's a good plan.
Anyone wants a second?
You
I
can
think
give it
Brunhilda
to.
should have one.
Yeah, we can give that to Brunhilda canonically, so she has a potion of healing now. What are we doing about the gold and the frog statue?
I can add this. I'm keeping track. We had 50 gold pieces yesterday, another 600 today. I can carry these and divide them up when we're done.
Yeah, all right, sounds good.
All right, we'll have the gambling addict hold all of our golden items. Perfect.
Please tell me Korvath says that in character. Please tell me Korvath says that, because that'll just make it
I am an
funny.
abrasive and unintelligent
Then it makes
character,
sense.
so that is something I probably would have said.
Korvath, I trust him though.
I think at this
Yeah.
point,
Good
Norm
point.
goes over
And I
and
hand
literally, like,
all the gold to to Korvath.
I think I bonk Leon. Who's taking gold?
So Leon originally had the gold.
Yes.
So you're gonna bonk
okay.
Leon?
Yeah.
This is a bad question to ask. Truth is, Toon, you are Korvath, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm
Toon is
Korvath.
Korvath.
Okay, that's what I thought. I kept getting that mixed up earlier. Leon is the one whose wife is missing.
Correct.
So I think I go over and I bonk Korvath, and I'm just like, "This is our friend who has fought for our life. There is nothing out here if not trust."
It's okay. He's right. I shouldn't be trusted with money. Korvath should carry it. And I hand it all to Korvath.
Don't you have a significant amount of your own money? I don't think you're not handing me that money, right?
I'm.
Or do I not know about that? Did I just
you know what?
Does
Metagame.
I don't think you told the party about the gold that you have, so it would make sense
I haven't.
narratively to hold on to your own gold. And you
Okay,
I
just
think
so I
that's
only
my
have
choice,
600
isn't it?
I have 605 gold, and I don't know about any additional potential gold.
it would be
I hand
650 gold at this point is what you found in the cave
All right.
total.
Yeah. I hand the 650 to Korvath, and I say, actually, I don't want to put too much on you that you're not willing to, too much of a burden on you. But if you're willing, I would love to give you the gold that I've collected as well to hold on to, if you can just carry it for me.
I've got big bags and a strong back. I can do it.
Thank you, my friend. And I hand him 60 platinum pieces as well.
The rest of the party sees this? Brunhilda, or would the rest of the party see this, Leon?
I'm not trying to. I think.
Well, I
would've
guess I
pulled
should
him
ask, like,
aside.
are you, have you pulled him aside? Is this something you're talking about in front of everyone? I guess is how I would ask this.
Yeah, I would have kind of pulled him aside. We're not. I wouldn't say I'm trying to hide.
Okay.
But I'm also not.
We're still
trying to
standing
show
over
off
here by the
how
chest,
much-
right? So
Okay, yeah, you're standing over by the chest. Okay, so yeah, we'll say that you guys were able to make that exchange privately, or that Norman probably, since Norman talked to Korvath, he probably also saw this. But then,
what is a platinum piece? Is that 100 gold or 1 gold? Or
It's 10 gold.
10 gold.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's
Yeah.
6. I'm really bad at math.
It's another 600.
It's another 600
You
gold
can
pieces.
just call them
100
all
gold
gold
pieces.
pieces.
Yeah, well, I think for the sake of like easiness, let's just say everything is in gold pieces.
Okay.
We'll do Baldur's Gate 3 rules. All right. So as you
So we get
guys
a long scene of 1, 2, 3. Sorry. Continue.
as you guys make make note of all of the items around here, Savannah, as you search, or looking at the crates and stuff like that, you see one crate in particular marked for shipment to Phandelver. And as you're kind of sifting through to see what's inside, you find a piece of sheet music that has been water damaged. And a note scribbled on the back. And the note says, Phandelver still needs hope. I will return soon. C.
It says C.
Like dash C.
I wonder if this is from my Uncle Chadsworth.
I would say that you know your uncle well enough that you can recognize his handwriting. You can tell that that's
Okay,
that's
perfect.
from Uncle Chadsworth.
I thought I saw a chance where it is.
Uncle Chadsworth is
Chadsworth.
coming to town. Oh my gosh, that would be so awesome.
Is
Um,
your uncle a goblin?
No.
He's your
Oh my God, Karen, you can't just ask people if their uncle is a goblin.
Sorry.
Oh my God.
My bad.
Come on. Norman, are you
Am I thinking
doing?
this
Sorry, go ahead, Korvath.
this frog figurine? Am I putting that in my backpack as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Well,
what is
it's
this?
up
Are
to you.
we?
I'm
are
not
we like?
keeping it.
Are we doing a insight or investigation on this thing? Do we have any idea what it is? Is it
You don't.
special or just?
It just looks like some sort of like expensive decorative piece that someone wealthy might keep in their home. Seems like maybe somebody ordered it from, Waterdeep or Baldur's Gate somewhere to be shipped to them, and it, got stolen in transit.
Okay.
Norman, are you doing any looking around the room?
I think I'm looking around the people, but I am not trying to take anything specific unless I see any specific trinkets or gadgets or interesting looking doodads. In that case, I will probably pass.
You see a notebook that is kind of been tossed to the side over by the provisions and such. It looks like it's tossed aside because goblins and bugbears probably don't care about notebooks and journals and such. But for a learned man such as yourself, that's something that might be more useful.
I want to know what's in that notebook.
Okay. You open the notebook and you make an Arcana check for me.
This is the first time I've actually had Arcana. I have +4 and proficiency.
You sure do.
Wow.
And that's
Smart
an 18.
guy.
So you can see that this notebook clearly belonged to a novice mage, wizard of some sort. There's no way to really tell. Probably a wizard or a sorcerer. Trying to record some like arcane readings that they found in an area not far from Phandelver. As you like look over these notes, you just keep seeing kind of the same message over and over again about something strange, unable to deduce, something Wyvern Tor. I must go to Wyvern Tor.
And this is something that was stolen from someone on the road.
Potentially. Could be looted from a body. It could be you have no idea as to its source.
Probably wasn't Klarg's.
Probably was not Klarg's. No.
So I think I just stick this in my back pocket.
Okay.
And I don't tell the group at this moment because we're all busy and I don't really have anything actionable to do with this, but like this may come up around a campfire conversation.
Okay. All right. Then on that note, Brunhilda is going to look at you all. We must go get the cart and take these provisions. It will take us much of the rest of the day. Come. So,
Yeah, let's do it.
can move to more. So you, over the course of the next few hours, you guys return to the cart. Brassy and Doots are fine. They were just kind of vibing, for 24 hours, just kind of eating the grass. They've mostly eaten the cover that you put over them. But your other provisions and such are fine. And you take the opportunity you're able to take the wagon over to the entrance of the cave, and then you spend much of the rest of the day, basically, what's the word for it? Like assembly line, taking all of the provisions and putting it into your wagon. From there, at the conclusion of the day, you guys are injured and tired. You've taken much. It's been quite a long day, so you set up a campfire just outside the. In fact, we can probably move all of your you guys. Hold on, I'm just gonna move all your character cards to just outside of. Don't forget to move trinket. Perfect. So evening comes. Imagine your wagon is there as well, and your two oxen are just chewing along as y'all sit around this campfire. You've stolen some of the goblins' provisions, so you're eating some jerky and some other some skinned rabbits that you found in there, other such things. What do you talk about as you sit around this campfire?
Savannah, when's the last time you saw your uncle?
It's been a really long time. He goes on many an adventure. So I haven't seen him since he and my dad kind of got into it a little bit. Mainly because of me. Mainly because I wanted to go on my own adventures just like Uncle Chadsworth. But my parents really wanted me to just stay and work at the tavern and sing songs in their band. It's been a while, so if he is coming soon, it's gonna be such a huge treat, and I can't wait for him to meet y'all. Y'all are going to love Uncle Chadsworth.
Chadsworth, the hero of Baldur's Gate.
Yes, that is my uncle, Uncle Chatty.
My goodness! I did not realize we had the esteemed niece of Chadsworth in our employ. This is a wonderful thing. She says as she breaks the roasted rabbit in half with her bare hands and just starts taking a bite out of the one of the legs.
Norm kind of perks up at this. This is Brunhilda. How do you know her Uncle Chadsworth?
Do you not remember the great fight against the Absolute in Baldur's Gate? Everybody knows this story, Norman. Surely you were alive when the Mind Flayers almost took over all of the Sword Coast. Oh, and Chadsworth, the great Chadsworth and his party, they saved us all. Without them, the whole Sword Coast would be Mind Flayers by now. We owe Chadsworth and the whole rest of his party a great debt.
I kind of look over at Savannah and interesting. She never mentioned this before we went on this journey.
She absolutely did.
Yeah, I did.
You mentioned that your uncle was. You've said Uncle Chadsworth this and stuff like that. You don't say, "Oh, Uncle Chadsworth." Yeah, you don't say, "Oh, Uncle Chadsworth, the hero of Baldur's Gate."
My uncle's so famous.
Yeah, but you like to say, "Oh, like my daddy," or "Oh, my Uncle Chadsworth." Like you've mentioned his name a few times.
Yeah.
But it's.
I feel like I have in my head that you have an Uncle Chadsworth. I do not have in my head that he is the hero of Baldur's Gate. So I look at you.
I think I just spoke of his adventures.
Yeah, you've talked about him as an adventurer.
Mm-hmm.
Norman seems like the kind of guy who wouldn't remember
things
like
for
that.
Leon and Korvath, why don't you guys make history checks?
Rude of you to assume that about Norm.
While they're doing that, I'm going to look at Brunhilda and go,
6.
You want to hear something real great too, Brunhilda? I've actually met all the
0.
people that Uncle
Did you really roll a 0?
No, how do you roll a 0?
I rolled a dirty 0.
That means whatever he has a minus to history, so he probably, if he has like a -3 and he rolls a 3, it would be a 0.
Oh, that's right.
That
we
is so
talked
funny. We
about
talked
that
about that
last
yesterday.
night.
I've never seen that happen. That's
Yeah.
yeah, neither
I have
of
a
you
-1 to intelligence.
neither of you have heard of Chadsworth, which is Brunhilda is absolutely shocked by this. It's basically like saying that you haven't heard of who like Alexander the Great is. It's like, you know, one of those like very famous people that everybody knows about.
Yeah, that's
I know
embarrassing.
Anne Alexander.
Don't know if they were great.
Sorry, Savannah, you were
They were all
saying
right.
something?
Oh, I was telling Brunhilda, I've actually met all of the travelers that went to Baldur's Gate with Uncle Chadsworth as well. There was Disaster, there was Boris.
You met
There was
Disaster and
Chadsworth,
Boris.
who Uncle Chadsworth fell in love with.
You've met the great Danomir and Boris and Disaster and Shadowheart. You've met the great heroes of Baldur's Gate.
I have. And you want to know you want to hear something real funny? Boris has this really weird habit of walking around in a
I am
metal
going
thong.
to fucking punch you in the throat. I'm going to punch you in the fucking throat. He is not naked. He's wearing underwear.
I did not say he was naked. I said he walks around in a metal thong. How that fits over his tail, I'm not entirely sure. But
I
he and his
cannot.
frog wife are living real happy right now, from what I hear.
Frog wave.
That is insane comms, by the way. That is insane. Oh my god, that
Anyway.
is so fucking funny. Incredible. You must. And she kind of leans in. The next time you see your uncle, can you please get me his autograph? You don't need to tell him it's for me, of course, but Chadsworth is an inspiration.
I'll do you one better. The next time he's in town, I will have you personally meet him. I'm Uncle Chadsworth's favorite, since I'm trying to live up to what he's about and journeys and all of that, adventures and stuff. And so anybody that are friends with me, he's always interested in meeting.
Oh, that would be that would be a wonderful thing to meet the hero of Baldur's Gate. Any other conversations that y'all want to have around the campfire before we move on?
So I will say, because I think it's a short thing, that in between these bits of conversation, Norman has taken the flask that he got of aged 25-year-old aged whiskey, and he pulls out his little trinket, not his pet, not his familiar, not his familiar, but his little doodad that he has from the university, and he is pouring the aged whiskey on top of it to see if there's any response. And he pours it until the flask is empty. He has drank not a drop of this whiskey, and he looks, and there's no response from the doodad. And he takes out a very thick notebook, makes a little slash, kind of puts it away, and continues vibing by the fire. In case anyone was wondering what he was doing with that whiskey.
Brunhilda leans back over to Savannah. He is a very strange old man.
I look over my shoulder. Are you someone behind us? Oh, me, yes. Oh, me, yes.
And yet you have the vigor of a man half your age.
Norm has dozed off.
Anything else? Anything else from anyone?
Don't take it personal. He just dozes off whenever his body decides that it's time.
I think my body is deciding that it's time.
And then the party will
Nope, nothing from Korvath.
settle down for a long and deserved rest in the woods with these provisions.
Wait.
and- but
Sorry.
wait. Did you have anything you wanted?
Should we, assuming that we are sleeping in shifts, should we position ourselves so that if these delivery people show up, that we can get the jump on them?
That's a good call
Or-
out.
All right. So it seems like Korvath has taken the first shift. All right.
Should we go in this little hidden spot over here?
All right,
sleep
we
here?
can do that.
We tear down camp.
I guess-
move across the creek.
I guess we have our cart over here anyways.
Yeah,
So
it
we're
doesn't
not
really matter
exactly
thematically.
Hiding.
We could say, for the sake of the narrative, you guys are in that brush area. Like, that's fine. I'm not super worried about it. You all take a long rest, and I will go ahead and let you know that you will be leveling up. So you will be at level 2. So keep that in mind. So you all fall into a slumber. And once again, you are all met with, while it is a restful sleep, a sleep filled with dreams. Norman, you see fire. It rages across the room, engulfing surrounding furniture and furnishings galore. You cough and you try to fight your way through the smoke. Professor, help me! I can't breathe! Professor! The voice is shaky, raspy, but you recognize it immediately. He calls out over and over and over. And he screams. Savannah, you find yourself again in your parents' tavern. As the music plays on, with your mother and father lost in the melody, you are seated at one of the tables nursing a cup of ale. You feel a familiar presence pull up a chair next to you as your uncle takes a seat, and he lifts his mug to you. Big day tomorrow. Heading off on your first adventure. Nervous? You can
Or
respond.
am I
to that.
talking?
Yeah, you can
Oh.
respond if you want.
No, Uncle Chadsworth, I'm actually a lot more excited than nervous.
You're gonna be great. And he pats your hand, and then he kind of puts his mug down and he leans in. If ever there was one thing to remember when you're on your adventure, remember that it's not always about what you're doing. Sometimes it's about who you're doing it for. And the dream fades. Korvath, you're a calf again, waking up next to your mother in a cavern that the herd took shelter in from a massive storm. It's still late in the night, and the rest of your herd remains deep in slumber. But your body trembles at the sound of thunder booming outside the cave and the pounding rain, a low roar along the wind. You can hear your father snoring, and you wonder how he can sleep through it. Your mother, however, stirs and turns to look at you. Don't be frightened, little one, she says as she pulls you close. Thunder is only the sound of tempests beating his war drum as he protects us from the defiled. It's how he speaks to us. You are forged by the boom of thunder and the crackle of lightning that is Tempest. But before you were the Unshaken, you were the calf who fell asleep in his mother's arms, sustained by the warmth of her lullaby. The dream fades. Leon. It's nearly dawn as you approach your home. You lost track of time again. You're swearing under your breath as you hope that Ilara is asleep. But as you open the door, with as much silence as you can muster, your hopes are dashed. Ilara sits at the table with a mug of tea. She doesn't even look at you as you walk in. Astrid, go ahead.
You're awake.
Astrid came by last night. Said the rent was late. You told me you paid it already.
Yeah, I'll talk to her.
How long is this going to keep going on, Leon?
It's fine. I'm gonna. I'll be able to get. I'll get it back tomorrow.
She gets up as you're speaking. And again doesn't look at you and just turns and heads back to the room, your bedroom. You aren't the man I fell in love with. I don't really know what you are. The dream fades. You rise the next morning, assemble all of your belongings, and take to the road. It's a quiet morning. The sun is out. What do you do as you walk along the road, each engrossed in your own thoughts?
We're going back.
You're headed to Phandelver now.
Leon's just quiet. He's just thinking.
I think Norm is mostly looking detached, looking down at a notebook that he has. But this were a TP series, the camera would probably pan towards the notebook and would show possible lead on Wave Echo Cave location. And as he looks over those words, he looks up at Savannah and then looks up at the new people he's met, Leon and Korvath. And he's got not a look of eagerness, but more than anything, a look of worry in his eye. And he tries to disguise this as he continues sort of doodling in his notebook, but it's very clear that it's there.
We have the cart back, right?
Yes. You're all like traveling along the side of the cart. The cart is moving.
That didn't even occur to me.
It's probably the same setup as you originally all had when you first, came in.
I imagine that I'm back riding on the
On the top of the cart.
Cart again. Having dreamt about her uncle, I believe Savannah would have taken out that sheet music with the note.
Mm-hmm.
And even though there's water damage on it, I think she's just trying to like sit and make out what the tune of the song was and fill in like what notes she believes it might have been or things like that. While she's writing comfortably on the card.
I love that. I love that. As you reach the edge of the wooded road, after a couple of hours of travel, you find yourselves standing atop a small hill. Below you, the town of Phandelver is stirring awake. You see smoke from chimneys, the small shapes of people bustling across the streets, the humming and hawing of livestock. The once derelict settlement is alive and pulsing with a renewed heart. Brunhilda walks ahead, looks down, crosses her arms, and smiles. And she turns slightly to face you all. Welcome to Phandelver. And that is where we will end tonight's session. Congrats!
Woo!
Y'all have made it to Phandelver, and you've made it to level 2!
Level
Awesome.
2.
So don't forget to level up for the next session. Make sure... I know I said we can move on to 2024. We should probably just make that a group decision so we can maybe talk about it in Discord and decide if that's what we want to do. So we'll save that for then. But YouTube, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for joining us on this little adventure. That was essentially just the prologue. We are now headed into the city proper. And all of the chaos and adventuring that comes with it. So sit tight and we will see you over on the next one. Bye!